My friends, in this life we are all travelers on a journey. Every day we stand at a crossroads. One road is wide, easy to walk, and crowded with many voices calling us to follow. It is smooth, tempting, and filled with distractions that promise comfort, pleasure, and convenience. But beware, that road leads to destruction. Then there is another road, narrow, steep, and often lonely. It is not the popular path, nor the easy one. It requires sacrifice, discipline, and unwavering faith. But let me tell you, this is the road that leads to life. The road to true purpose and salvation is not the easy path, but the right path. Many people seek the easiest way through life, hoping to avoid pain, struggle, and sacrifice. The world constantly offers shortcuts, promising success, happiness, and fulfillment without effort or endurance. But the truth is, the path that leads to true purpose and salvation is never the easy one. It is not wide, crowded, or filled with applause. It is narrow, steep, and requires commitment. It is the road less traveled, but it is the road that leads to life. At every stage of life, we are faced with choices. There is always a broad road full of promises that seem appealing. It offers comfort, instant gratification, and the approval of others. It is easy to follow because so many people are on it. It does not require deep thinking or sacrifice. It simply allows people to go with the flow. But the wide road is deceptive. It may seem fulfilling for a time, but in the end it leads to emptiness, regret, and destruction. On the other hand, the narrow road demands something greater. It calls for courage, discipline, and a willingness to stand apart from the crowd. This road is not popular because it does not cater to selfish desires. It requires patience when others rush ahead. It requires faith when the outcome is uncertain. It requires endurance when the journey is hard. But make no mistake, this road leads to the highest calling, the deepest joy, and the most lasting fulfillment. True purpose is never found on the wide road. Many chase after wealth, power, or status, thinking that these things will give their lives meaning. They work tirelessly, striving for success, only to find that it leaves them empty. The wide road offers momentary pleasures, but it does not satisfy the soul. It cannot provide the peace, joy, and fulfillment that come from walking the narrow path of faith, integrity, and commitment to a higher calling. Walking the narrow road means choosing what is right even when it is difficult. It means standing firm in your beliefs even when others oppose you. It means staying true to your values even when the world tempts you to compromise. The narrow road requires self-discipline, perseverance, and trust that the journey is worth it. There will be times when this path feels lonely. There will be moments when you look around and wonder if you are the only one walking it. The world may question your choices. Some may ridicule you, while others try to persuade you to take an easier way. But those who walk this road understand something deeper. True fulfillment is not found in the approval of the world, but in the assurance that they are on the right path. This road is not just about personal success or self-improvement. It is about something far greater. It is about living with purpose, guided by a calling that is bigger than ourselves. Those who choose this road are willing to sacrifice temporary pleasures for eternal rewards. They understand that true greatness is not found in what the world praises, but in what is lasting and unshakable. Every great leader, every person who has left a lasting impact on the world has walked the narrow road. They refused to follow the crowd. They chose principles over popularity, truth over convenience, and faith over fear. They knew that the road would be difficult, but they also knew that it was the only road that mattered. The narrow road shapes character. It teaches patience, resilience, and unwavering faith. It tests and strengthens the soul, refining it like gold in a fire. It is not for the faint of heart, but for those who are willing to endure, it leads to a reward far greater than anything the world can offer. Do not be discouraged if the road is hard. Do not be tempted to turn back when the journey becomes difficult. Stay the course. Keep your eyes on the goal. Remember that every struggle, every challenge, every sacrifice is leading you closer to something far greater than anything the wide road could ever provide. In the end, the road to true purpose and salvation is not measured by how easy it was, but by where it leads. And those who choose the narrow road will find that every hardship was worth it. Every sacrifice had meaning, and every step brought them closer to the life they were truly meant to live. Challenges and trials refine us, strengthening our faith and character. Life is not meant to be easy, and the sooner we understand this, the stronger we become. Every person who has ever achieved something great, every individual who has lived with purpose has faced obstacles along the way. Trials are not a sign that we are on the wrong path. They are proof that we are being prepared for something greater. Hardships are not punishments, but opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to learn, and to develop the kind of character that can withstand the storms of life. Many people try to avoid challenges, believing that a smooth and trouble-free life is the goal. They seek comfort, security, and ease, thinking that these things will bring them peace. But peace is not found in the absence of struggle. It is found in the presence of strength. Strength that is built through perseverance, through standing firm when life tries to shake us, through trusting when everything around us tells us to give up. Difficulties are not meant to break us, but to build us. They reveal what we are truly made of. When everything is going well, it is easy to have faith. It is easy to be kind, patient, and hopeful. But when trials come, when life throws unexpected challenges our way, that is when our true character is tested. It is in those moments that we discover whether our faith is real, whether our convictions are strong, and whether we are willing to endure for something greater than ourselves. Gold is refined in fire. It must go through intense heat to remove impurities, to become pure, valuable, and strong. The same is true for us. The challenges we face refine us. They burn away our doubts, our fears, and our weaknesses, leaving us stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the journey ahead. Without struggle, there is no growth. Without trials, there is no transformation. The greatest lessons in life are learned in the hardest moments. There are times when challenges feel overwhelming, when we question why we must go through pain, why doors seem to close, why the road is so difficult. But we must remember that every challenge has a purpose. Sometimes the difficulties we face are not meant to destroy us, but to redirect us to something better. Sometimes what feels like a setback is actually a setup for something greater. Strength is not built in comfort. A tree that grows in a place with no wind, no storms, no struggle will have weak roots. But a tree that stands through the storms, that bends but does not break, will grow deep roots that make it unshakable. That is the kind of strength that trials produce in us. The kind of strength that does not fade when things get tough. The kind of strength that allows us to keep going when others would have given up. There is a reason why some people rise above adversity while others are crushed by it. It is not because they have fewer problems, but because they have a different perspective. They see challenges as opportunities. They understand that pain has a purpose. They do not let trials define them. They let trials refine them. They choose to grow instead of complain, to trust instead of fear, and to move forward instead of giving up. Every person who has accomplished something meaningful has faced trials. They have been rejected, doubted, and tested. But instead of letting difficulties stop them, they use them as stepping stones. They let their struggles make them stronger. They let the fire refine them rather than consume them. And in the end, they emerged not bitter but better, not weaker but stronger, not defeated but victorious. Whatever challenges you are facing today, know that they are not meant to destroy you. They are meant to prepare you. They are meant to build within you a strength that cannot be shaken. They are shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Do not resist the process. Do not give up in the middle of the fire. Trust that there is a purpose in the struggle, a lesson in the pain, and a reward on the other side. The trials you face today are the testimonies you will share tomorrow. The difficulties you endure now will become the victories you celebrate later. So, embrace the challenges. Face them with courage. Let them refine you. Let them strengthen you. And let them prepare you for the incredible future that lies ahead. Stay unwavering in your convictions, even when the world opposes you. There comes a time in everyone's life when they must choose between standing firm in what they believe or giving in to the pressure of the world. Convictions are not tested when life is easy, when everyone agrees with you, or when there is no cost to your beliefs. They are tested when you are standing alone, when the crowd mocks you, when the world tells you to compromise. It is in these moments that true character is revealed. It is easy to believe in something when it is convenient, but true conviction is proven when you remain steadfast even in the face of opposition. The world is constantly shifting, changing its standards, redefining truth, and persuading people to follow its ways. It rewards those who conform, those who do not question, and those who choose the path of least resistance. But the easy road is not always the right one. The majority is not always correct. Popular opinion does not determine what is true. Convictions are not based on trends, feelings, or the approval of others. They are rooted in truth, in principles that do not change with time. Standing firm in your convictions requires courage. It is not for the faint of heart. It means being willing to walk alone if necessary. It means choosing integrity over popularity, truth over comfort, and righteousness over acceptance. It means refusing to bow to pressure, even when it would be easier to go along with the crowd. The greatest leaders, the most influential figures in history, were not those who followed the world's opinions, but those who stood firm in their beliefs, even when it cost them everything. Opposition will come, it is inevitable. If you stand for something, there will always be those who try to bring you down. They will question your beliefs, challenge your values, and ridicule your commitment. They will tell you that you are outdated, that you are too rigid, that you should compromise just a little. But compromise is a slippery slope. The moment you start adjusting your convictions to please others, you begin to lose the foundation that makes you strong. What seems like a small compromise today can lead to complete surrender tomorrow. It is tempting to blend in, to go unnoticed, to avoid confrontation. But the world does not need more people who simply follow along. It needs people of conviction, people who will stand for what is right, even if they stand alone. People who will not be shaken by criticism or swayed by opposition. People who know that truth is worth defending even when it is unpopular. There will be moments when standing firm feels lonely. There will be times when you question if it is worth it, but do not mistake silence for defeat. The world may seem loud, but truth does not need noise to be powerful. A single light in the darkness can make a difference. A single voice of truth can change lives. Even if the whole world stands against you, if you are standing for what is right, you are never truly alone. The strongest convictions are not those that are spoken the loudest, but those that are lived out every day. It is not enough to say what you believe, you must live it. Convictions are proven in the choices you make when no one is watching. They are revealed in the way you treat others, in the way you hold to your principles, in the way you refuse to compromise your integrity for the sake of acceptance. Strength is not found in going with the flow, but in standing against it when necessary. Those who have changed the world for the better did not do so by following the crowd. They did it by refusing to compromise, by standing firm in the face of opposition, by remaining true to what they believed even when it cost them everything. Their names are remembered not because they were liked by everyone, but because they had the courage to stand when others would have fallen. You will face moments in life where you must decide, will you stand firm or will you compromise? Will you hold to your convictions or will you adjust them to fit the expectations of others? Will you choose the easy road or will you take the path that demands strength and courage? These moments define who you are, they shape your future, and they determine the kind of impact you will leave behind. So stand firm, do not waver, do not let the world shape your convictions or weaken your resolve. Be strong, even when it is difficult. Hold on to what is right, even when others abandon it. Stay unwavering in your convictions, because in the end, it is not the approval of the world that matters, but the integrity of your soul. The narrow road leads to eternal reward. Press on with faith and courage. Life is a journey filled with choices, and the path we choose determines our destination. Many choose the broad road because it is easy, comfortable, and requires little sacrifice. It is the road where crowds gather, where the pursuit of pleasure is encouraged, and where self-interest is the highest priority. It is a road that promises much but delivers little. It may seem fulfilling for a time, but in the end, it leads to emptiness, regret, and destruction. The narrow road, however, is different. It is not the easy path, nor is it the popular one. It is the road of discipline, sacrifice, and perseverance. It is often lonely, demanding, and filled with trials, but this road leads to eternal reward. It is the road that carries purpose, meaning, and a lasting legacy. Those who walk it may struggle, but they are never without hope. They may face opposition, but they are never without strength. They may experience difficulties, but they are never without victory. Walking this road requires faith. It means believing in what cannot always be seen. It means trusting that the sacrifices made today will lead to greater rewards tomorrow. Faith is what keeps a person moving forward when the journey becomes difficult. It is what allows them to keep pressing on when the world tells them to turn back. Faith is the foundation that gives strength when everything else seems uncertain. Courage is also required on this journey. The narrow road will test those who walk it. There will be moments of doubt, seasons of hardship, and times when fear tries to take over. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward in spite of it. It is the determination to stand firm even when opposition rises. It is the ability to press on, knowing that the destination is worth every challenge faced along the way. Many people start on the narrow road but grow weary. They look around and see others taking the easy path, and they wonder if they should follow. They see the struggles ahead and wonder if they have the strength to continue. But those who press on, who refuse to give up, who remain faithful to the journey, will find that every hardship was worth it. The narrow road does not lead to temporary success or fleeting happiness. It leads to something far greater. Every great achievement, every lasting legacy, every meaningful life has been built on perseverance. Those who reach their highest potential are not those who had an easy road, but those who refused to quit when things became difficult. They understood that temporary struggles are nothing compared to eternal rewards. They chose to press on when others turned back, and because of that, they experienced victory in the end. There will always be moments of testing. The journey will not be without obstacles. But every trial is an opportunity to grow stronger. Every difficulty is a chance to build endurance. The struggles of today are preparing the victories of tomorrow. The narrow road is not a mistake. It is a path designed to build those who walk it into people of strength, character, and unwavering faith. Pressing on requires focus. It is easy to become distracted, to lose sight of the goal, to let the noise of the world drown out the call to keep moving forward. But those who keep their eyes on the destination, who refuse to be swayed by temporary distractions, will find that every step forward is a step closer to something greater than they could have ever imagined. The narrow road may not always bring immediate rewards, but the rewards it does bring are eternal. The efforts put in today, the sacrifices made, the faith maintained through struggles, it all leads to something that cannot be taken away. The reward is not just success in this life, but something far more lasting. It is the peace of knowing that the journey was worth it. It is the joy of reaching the destination and knowing that every challenge was part of the greater purpose. Do not be discouraged when the road is hard. Do not give up when trials come. Do not turn back when others choose the easy way. Stay the course, keep moving forward, walk with faith, walk with courage, and never lose sight of the eternal reward that awaits. The narrow road may be difficult, but it is the only road that leads to true victory. Press on, for the reward is greater than anything this world could ever offer. The journey of life presents two paths, one wide and easy, filled with temporary pleasures but leading to emptiness, and the other narrow and difficult, requiring faith, perseverance, and sacrifice, yet leading to eternal reward. The narrow road is not for the faint-hearted. It demands courage, conviction, and an unwavering commitment to truth. It is a path that refines character, builds strength, and separates those who merely follow from those who lead with purpose. Though the journey may be challenging, though trials and opposition may arise, the destination is worth every step. Those who stay the course will find that the struggles they endured were not in vain. Every hardship was a lesson, every challenge a stepping stone, and every sacrifice a seed sown for a greater reward. So stand firm, walk the narrow road with confidence, press on with faith and courage. Do not be swayed by the opinions of the world or discouraged by the difficulties along the way. Stay true to your convictions, knowing that the path you walk leads to something far greater than anything this world can offer. The reward is eternal, the journey is meaningful, and in the end, you will see that every step was worth it.